know you heard about it. Like, share, subscribe, real adult conversations, always a vibe. Please don't act a fool when the wheel get you right. Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island. Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island. Baby, welcome to the island. Please be polite. I know you heard about it. Like, share, subscribe, real adult conversations, always a vibe. Please don't act a fool when the wheel get you right. Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island. Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island. Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island, please be polite. I know you heard about it. Like, share, subscribe, real adult conversations, always a vibe. Please don't act a fool when the wheel get you right. Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island. Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island. Baby, welcome to the island. Please be polite. I know you heard about it. Like, share, subscribe, real adult conversations, always a vibe. Please don't act a fool when the wheel get you right. Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island. Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island.
Good morning. Y'all let me know if you can hear me. Good morning. Good morning. Baby, I had planned on going live, but not this early. But since we're here now, let's talk about it. Okay? Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Leticia. Good morning. Do me a favor if you're in the building, like the live, share this out. Oh, you can't hear me? What? I can hear myself. Is it you, Tony? I can hear myself when I. Oh, okay. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, let me get my thoughts together really quickly for this live, okay? Because this was a little impromptu. Joan Robinson, good morning. How are you? I quickly want to talk about what just happened at Sassy's live, okay? And I want to talk about the events of yesterday, okay? I want to talk about the court, Lemon's court case, his DUI that he had to attend, which I had somebody on the ground, okay? I had boots on the ground. I knew exactly what was going on while it was going on. I didn't go live to talk about it. I didn't want to dox that man's information. I had somebody I didn't know that was going to be there called me and let me know everything. So I knew Shakim was not at the courthouse way before it came out on YouTube. Okay. Secondly, we're going to talk about this defunct weird ass group chat that came out of nowhere, and we're going to discuss it. Let me explain to you, and then we'll meander on to what happened at Sassy's this morning. Let me be real clear to you guys when I talk and I have conversation. I'm good with words. I write on a daily basis. Brenda's not a stupid lady, right? She's not a stupid individual, right? And so when you guys handle me, okay, I know some of y'all, you deal with situations differently. Let's address each other in that manner, right? because I don't like my intelligence being played with. And I kind of felt like that's what happened this morning. And I don't want to make it a big deal because I like Sassy. And Sassy, while you said this morning that you guys know me, well, I hope that you know me too. I hope you know me better than when we have conversation. If I ask a question, if you just don't want to deal with the question, I'd rather you say you just don't want to deal with the question. You get me? That's what I said. This defunct, thank you, Tony. This defunct group chat. Okay? Now I deal with Sassy and I also deal with Shakim. You understand me? But we gonna call a thing a thing. Okay. Now, one of the issues that I had yesterday. Now we'll get back to the court situation, which in itself people can think whatever they want to. I'm going to address it from Brenda's point of view, and like I always say, sometimes it's my unpopular point of view because I think a lot of you are mental cases on this apparatus. Okay, all right. Everybody's not the smartest bulb in the patch. Other people get to have their opinion. Okay. All right, Jill. Good morning, baby. Mm-hmm. All right. So here's the thing. Yesterday I got woken up. Okay. I know she doesn't. So Joan Robinson, here's my question, which is why I went back and Sassy, I don't know why you said I asked 5 times about that situation with Phoebe because I did not. I didn't. I asked once over in Shakim's chat, right? And then I came in your chat and I asked it this morning. Okay. The reason why it seemed problematic to me is because Exposed TV and Phoebe are two people that I believed moved heavily or were in close proximity and association with Sassy, which made it a problem. Now, riddle me this. I asked this question. If you were in a group chat, because I've been in many, have not been over the last several years because you bitches could never play with me like that, okay? Ever again in life. How do you forget who you're in a group chat with, right? How do you forget? I've never forgotten. I've never said, oh yeah, I didn't even remember I was okay. What? So some very intentional receipts were dropped yesterday by Shakim, right? And although her name was put in there, my question was, where did Phoebe's name come from? And why did I ask that? Well, Tony, the reason why I asked that is because these are two people that are in close proximity with you. So it kind of jarred me. So like, Shakim, were they in another group chat? Here's my thing, Tony. I rock with Tony heavy, right? But if I found out that Tony was in any sort of group chat with a woman who did not care for me, oh yeah, I would have questions. Cause baby, what is we doing? What is we doing? Okay, we know that Ness and Sassy are arch nemesis. They don't like each other, right? And then I find out that my good girl Exposed TV is in a group chat. Yeah, baby, we gonna have a conversation. The fuck is you doing over there with her? That would be my question. Okay. I'm calling a thing a thing. Now, if you don't like my question, if my question triggers you, or you're not like in a space to address it, then can we say that? He said he was in another chat with other ladies you may have left before he could answer. Okay, okay, because Tony, I found it odd that her name was just thrown out there. So she was in another group chat. Was it another group chat with Ness? I don't know. That's none of my business. Good morning, Kimberly. That's for Sassy to work out with her people. But there's a whole lot of things that I would be concerned about going on. I'm not telling her to be concerned. I'm saying what Brenda would be like. Okay, this is something to be cautious. And the reason why I don't have a point of contention, and I know what point of contention means. So please, like I felt like my intelligence was insulted a little bit this morning, right? Well, I'm sorry, Jules. I'm gonna get back to it. I wanted clarity because, baby, either way this rolls, Exposed TV and Phoebe aren't my people. Why would I be invested? But I did have a question for clarity because it's odd. It's odd. It's strange to me. But what's strange to me may not be strange to her. But where I felt the point of contention was with the way that Sassy was addressing my very lukewarm question in the chat. What are we mad about? Like I didn't understand. Like, okay, child, listen. I just, child. I'm laying with my rich Caucasian married man. I told you I was going to. Congratulations, Joe. Jules, you're a fool. You're a fool. But Kimberly, do you see what I'm saying? That was the only reason why I asked this question because where did Phoebe's name come from? So he explained it. You asked it 5 times. Now, Sassy. Now, Sassy, don't do that. Nowhere on this God's great earth would I be somewhere asking, excuse me, about Phoebe in 5 different places. Are you cool? Are you cool? I asked it yesterday and I brought it up again because I wasn't all over the place. Huh? I'm on one. Look at you. Good morning, honey. I'm just asking why. Like I don't know, Tony. I just didn't get like kind of the response I was getting, like why I was making such a big deal. And oh, Shakim, that's why you got to be careful what you say. No, I'm glad Shakim said what he said. You know why? Because it gave us to know that she's somewhere in another group chat with him. Isn't she? Isn't she, Kimberly? Good morning, I'm on one. I hope you're good, honey. Happy holidays, okay? And speaking of holidays, this Sunday over on Ronnie IQ's page at 6:30 p.m., Brenda will be throwing her hat in the ring for the wreath competition. Yeah, baby. Because Brenda don't have nothing to do, but everything to do, okay? Because we got a high heel competition coming up, auntie. But Brenda's still out there throwing a hat in the ring, okay? For those of you who know, I just won the tree trimming competition, so I'm feeling kind of froggy. So I'm going to leap. I'm going to leap. Kimberly, it's strange. It's strange. All of these group chats. Let me tell you something. If somebody came and told me that Tony was in a group chat with somebody who was my arch nemesis, it's not that I don't trust my friend. It's just that I'm going to be honest with you. My people don't get down like that. She ain't going to be in no group chat with somebody who I just really don't. I'm not talking about somebody that I go back and forth with, but it's weird. But I'm not telling people how their associations work. So what bothers me does not bother other people, right? Yeah, and that's cool. Now let's take a little pilgrimage back to yesterday. And I'm going to be honest. I fuck with Shakim, but never in the history of this life or the next life, do you guys think I'm going to be quiet when something happens that I'm going to be like, what exactly happened there? Like, what's really going on? Right? So yesterday, in the middle of us anticipating and waiting, right? It's court day today. We know that Shakim has been on a roll. He has been going from panel to panel. He has been on Lemon's heels. He has been doing his job to let people know that he is hitting Sacramento, California, and that he is going to be out there for the court case. We're here now the day after. Shakim never showed up to court. And ask me how I know. Because, baby, there were boots on the ground in Sacramento, California. I even have a copy of the docket showing Lemon being in court. Do you understand me? I knew exactly what was going on at 9 a.m. yesterday morning. When the person called me, I said, "Okay, did you see Lemon?" She said, "Yes." So I'm gonna point out a truth, okay, and a lie. The person who spoke to me on the phone said Lemon is a slender gentleman, and so I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, he's very slim." She said a few other things, but she said he's slim. So I don't know why y'all keep calling Lemon all kind of fat, big hip so and so's. Anyway, we'll lay that to rest, okay? That's neither here nor there, okay? That I did not send this person to the court. I just want y'all to know, okay? And I had nothing to do with it. But here's one thing that she told me, that this individual told me, that I found was very odd. She said Shakim is nowhere to be found. I said, what? I said, you don't see Shakim? She said, no. She said, I've been in the bathroom, I've been outside, I'm standing outside the courtroom, I went in the courtroom. And it was pretty packed because there was quite a few DUI. It was primarily a DUI court, okay? She said Shakim was nowhere to be found. I said, oh, well, maybe he's late because he had just been doing a concert, okay, at about 8 a.m. in the morning. Shakim never went to court. Shakim never went to court. Fast forward to the middle of the day, and we have a defunct group chat being dropped about people being struck. I don't understand it. I'm telling you, as a woman with a certain amount of get up about herself and common sense, I am now in the middle of the day questioning what exactly are these chain of events that happened. One, why, after all of that hoopla, did Shakim suddenly decide not to go to court? And then, secondly, what the fuck is this group chat? What is this? And what is this? Right? So now Honey Love's name has been dropped. Exposed TV's name has been dropped, right? And Phoebe's name. And now I'm saying Phoebe multiple times because I can. Okay? Because it came from somewhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm a smart cookie. And you just can't get shit past me. Because if you're bringing that lady's name up, you're bringing it up because in some context she was involved somewhere. And we found out that apparently she's in another group chat. Don't know what that group chat is, and I really don't care. But what I'm saying is, let's call a thing about the events of yesterday. Now, I don't have anything to do with the money that people gave to Shakim to do whatever he was supposed to do. That's between him, them, and their gods. I don't have nothing to do with that. What I'm saying is that there was a lead up to a supposed climax for which never happened. Nothing happened. We got a concert in the morning, which I wasn't able to see because I was busy. Okay. And I'll be busy again today because I have actual meetings. Good morning, TC. Good morning. But I'm bringing up the things that caught my eye. I didn't know this morning that the things that caught my eye was going to be a problem, y'all. Leticia, apparently, me questioning for clarity. Good morning, Bessie. Me questioning for clarity apparently became a problem. And with a certain level of sophisticated, intelligent beings, I get confused. Like, what? What pissed you off? And let me also say this. Let me say this. Let me be very clear about this. I'm telling you now that that clown face bitch over there, you understand me? Who exposes her titties to trolls in the black sector, who shows her coochie to men on the spectrum, who spends her days jobless, sitting at home, drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade, minding my motherfucking business and being in my clouds, and screenshotting me and sending it over to Lemon, you better mind the motherfucking business that doesn't pay you, whore, slut. Do you understand me? You wet and wild, aged, old, dated, fake makeup wearing bitch. Because when I come into Sassy's chat, I don't invite conversation with the likes of a degenerate ass whore like you. You sit in the chat of Shakim after he has drug the dirt off of your unwashed tail for weeks at a time, and you dare have the nerve to come in the chat and address me. You better go and find you some goddamn business. Do you understand me, bitch? Because I'm sick of you. No, I didn't see her, but Bestie, let them tell it. She's not racist. She just walks around calling black women booger wolves. And you know what they do? Do you know what they do, Bestie? Good morning, Lord ADS. Good morning. And y'all forgive me. Y'all forgive me for having to set a bitch straight this morning. Because I don't know why in any world does that clown face bitch who doesn't care about herself, okay? Sour Patch, Joan Robinson, darling. I don't know why in any world that weird ass bitch thinks that she can play with me. She better go and figure out her entire life, okay? Maybe how she can keep her clothes on, okay? When she's drinking, okay? Good morning, Nisa. Good morning. Nisha, I just had some questions and I'm giving answers to people who may have questioned why this and why that. Oh, Brenda's going to ask for clarity. Okay? I don't care who you are, friend or foe. If something in the milk don't smell clean, and at the same thing that I said to Shakim yesterday, if the milk don't smell clean, I'm gonna tell you it smells spoiled. Don't play with me. And if this somehow puts a rift in the bond that I have with people, then I'm okay with that. But y'all not gonna play with me this morning. Because yesterday I was questioning a whole lot of the isms and schisms that was going on. Because why now? What is this defunct group chat? What we supposed to do with this? What exactly is the end goal here? Just why just as much as I'm questioning the lack of climax to this trip to Sacramento. And Sassy, why are you telling Shakim, oh, you talk, that's why I'm saying, be careful what you say. What? What do you mean? What do you mean be careful what you say? No, he said what he said. And now I'm questioning what he said. Come on, Lady K. Jill. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. I don't care how much I like you. But one thing we do over here at Paradise Island is we're gonna make it clear. And nobody has to agree with my opinion. Do you understand me, Bestie? Nobody has to agree with my opinion. What I'm telling you, good morning, Craig, is that I'm a smart lady, right? And there was no vitriol in my questions. There was only me asking for clarity. And if clarity isn't given, and if there's an emotional response to me asking a simple question, or I'll simply put on my kitten bedroom shoes and scurry over to my own island, and I'll boot up my live and I'll ask questions. Good morning, Sheffy. Sheffy, so much questionable activity happened yesterday. But people don't like Brenda's question. I'm sorry, honey, but I'm going to ask the question, okay? Because this mind works. It is activated all day, 24/7, okay? And I want to know why was something said? And certain things that you say you can't backtrack because, baby, what you put that name out there for? Now, people can think, that, Brenda, why are you making it such big? Because what if these were my people? I would be concerned. If somebody came to me and told me that Tony and maybe Tierra Latrice were in group chats, or there was a possibility of them being in group chats with somebody I didn't fuck with, baby, we got Houston, we have a problem. But what's a problem to me does not have to be a problem to everybody else. Do you understand, Lady K? But I'm telling you, that extra phlegm in her throat ass, uh, clown face ass bitch who was in that chat this morning telling me that I was loud and wrong because, bitch, I questioned. I said, who the fuck is she talking to? Who? Who are you talking to? Huh? That's why I said, Shakim, your platform over there is becoming home of Lemon's flunkies. That man massacred you on a daily basis. Played with you, your culture, your face, everything about you, honey. He had you on repeat. And look at you, probably titties out, hand with double fisted Mike's Hard lemonade. Here you go, just a wobbling. back over there like a fool. Honey, you can't make me believe that these people have any sort of self-esteem. But one thing we're gonna do in these sectors, and we're gonna make people outside of our culture feel really comfortable saying all kind of weird, off the cuff, racial insinuations to us, and we're gonna coddle them and make them feel like the stuff that they're saying isn't bad at all, so that they can go on to say more stuff, right? We're gonna make them feel real good about it, okay? Yeah. Mind your business when I'm talking. I told how many did I tell this bitch that before? She can't stand to see me coming in the chat. She can't stand to see me breathe in the chat. Here she comes. Here she comes. Eyes rolling. I come into Sassy's chat a couple days ago and not you saying oh to me. Did you brush your teeth this morning, bitch? Do you still have the smell of yesterday's alcohol on your breath saying oh to me? Do you have anything prosperous to do with your day today except coming licking people's from the back of their ass in their chats from morning to night? That's all you do. That's all you do. Mm? Minding other people's motherfucking business and going and reporting back. Report for duty, bitch. Are you up early reporting for duty? For duty? Huh? Are you doing your screenshots? Are you doing your video recordings? Huh? A thankless, payless job that you every day minding other people's business. Okay? And let me tell you something. Um, before you walk around saying somebody's loud and wrong, learn how to put together multiple cohesive sentences in a motherfucking chat. Sassy almost had a brain aneurysm over there the other day trying to read a comment that you put in the chat. Okay? So I can be as loud and strong as I want to when I'm able to clearly define what the fuck is on my mind and output it into some sentences. Good morning, Benz. I'm over here talking about that clown face bitch who can't mind her business when it comes to me, okay? So I'm going to help her find some business, okay? I said what I said. Now, Jill, I'm going to tell you, me and Sassy don't really have a problem. I just don't really care for the way that I was addressed. And I couldn't hit the piano because for some reason, me and Sassy sound, we always have like a sound issue. I didn't really care for the way I was handled this morning. I don't like the fact that it was noted or put out there that I had a point of contention when honestly I was looking for clarity for something that technically to me and my brain and Brenda's brain, it sounded off like something different. You know, it like these are so whereas she would have a train of thought that these particular things went off to her when she does her morning rants or raves and she comes in and we because I'm a member. What may stick out to me may not stick out to Tony. What sticks out to Tony may not stick out to Jill, which is why over here on the island, I always let you guys have your own opinion, even if I don't agree with it. But for some reason this morning, baby, I set off some flares. I set off some flares, baby. Okay, and I don't have a problem with it. What I do have a problem is when a person that I don't have anything to do with and I don't talk to, okay, a woman who doesn't even value the own coochie that she sits on each and every day, nor does she put any value in her face, clogging up her pores on a daily basis to look like she is the front runner for Ringling Barnum and Bailey Circus. Why do you always have something to say every time I come in that goddamn room? Okay? Mind your fucking business. Because if truth be told, she literally just started coming over there as is. Goofy. I listen. She, you know what she needs to speak on? She needs to speak on in 2026 whether or not she is getting self-esteem classes. She doesn't need to speak on me. Okay? There is nothing that Sour Patch can open up her raggedy mouth to speak on me. Do you understand me? Because I didn't address that woman in that chat. Nor did I address her the other day when I came in that chat and she made that gesture from her deep rotted core of her soul about me. Okay? This woman always has something to say when it comes to me, and I'm not addressing her. Okay? And I take back nothing that I said when I came to this platform to address her very racist overtones. Okay? Coming into a black space. Okay? Tony, and you've been there to see it. I come into that chat. Tony questioned it before I did. Why does this weird ass bitch always have something to say when it comes to me? You're mad when you've been caught multiple times talking about me and the people over here, how she was so mad when Lady K was allowed to speak, right? Remember when I gave a safe platform for Lady K to come over here and speak about that heinous thing that she did to her in the Discord? And that girl doubled down and said that she would do it again, and she would, because she's a despicable human being with no balance and projecting, and she doesn't feel good about herself, and she can't write complete sentences. I don't argue with people who can't use phonetics to spell out words, bitch. Are you crazy? I don't blame you. Tony been telling me to block that weird bitch. Good morning, ghetto. Good morning, Hunty. Good morning, Ben. Good to see you, honey. I hope you're well. Happy holidays, everybody. I know this thing's a little weird. She does it because I'm cool with you. Well, Ben, she could kiss. I would give her my entire ass to kiss, but she would like it because I actually wash and it smells good back there. She probably would stick her nose in there and never want to remove it. Hmm. Smells like citrus fruits, and on some day it can smell like vanilla cake. It depends on which day you're sniffing, but I wouldn't give her the joy of that. Okay, she is very mentally ill, Tony. That's a mentally ill, weird ass itch. Imagine sitting on a panel trying to have discourse with a woman who can get tricked out of showing her breast to two of the biggest trolls in the black sector. You are the goofiest of bitches. And when she's not sitting on a panel showing her breast, ladies and gentlemen, to two of the biggest trolls in the black sector, she can be somewhere finding a man on the spectrum and avidly showing him her coochie. And then at night, she's cosplaying as a fake ass Inspector Gadget on the YouTube streets because she is the goofiest of hoes. Okay? So what are you worried about me for? Okay? Absolutely, Malik. I got to be careful out here giving people my entire ass to kiss. The last person I did that to, he fell in love. So I don't want to do that to you whores, okay? Because I smell good and I wash. Unlike y'all, sitting running around here like rabid dogs online all day, not watching your coochas, okay? At this point, it probably wouldn't matter. Probably got all type of bacterial vaginal. Anyway, let me go ahead and mind my business. Good morning, all of you beautiful, amazing people. Thank y'all for coming over to Paradise Island. Please make sure you hit that like button. And if you do have the ability to, go ahead and share the live out. I just had to set some things in order and in motion. I don't have a problem with sassy. I love brown skin sassy. Good morning, T. Danielle. I do. But liking sassy and liking Shakim will never push Brenda away from saying what she feels about situations that things come up that she needs clarity. And if even when that clarity is provided, I may still go back and be like, yeah, but this shit don't make sense to me. And it doesn't have to make sense to you for it not to make sense to me. But allow me to have my intelligent moment because my brain works a little different than some of these other people. What I'm saying yesterday, it was very non-climatic. Okay? And I don't know what the hell happened yesterday because the moment, the Pierre de Resistance that we were waiting for, is that that he was going to actually go there for journalism, and it didn't happen. Thank you, Benzie. Thank you, Bestie. It didn't happen. But instead, we got a old November defunct group chat with people now that we are holding in question. Because what? Honey Love? Exposed TV? Ness and Shakim and what? Yeah, I questioned that a little bit. That was okay. I mean, okay, I guess. I don't what? So now people looking at these people sideways because what? And that's what Sassy was saying. I feel like you kind of looking sideways. Well, I am. I don't have contention, but I am looking sideways. Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm sorry. I was getting so yeah. T Danielle, and I think you all know me by now. And for those of you who know me, y'all know that Brenda ain't never gonna play in your face. I don't care. I had to question my own friend Tony on the back end about stuff. I don't know who y'all think I am. And ask Benz. Ask Benz. Okay, thank you. I just saw the message. Ask Benz. The way I hop over to those DMs and ask my bestie what the fuck going on. Yeah, I question if there's something I see that's a little strange. What are we doing? What was that? Did I see right? Are we okay? What are we doing? And it's just my opinion. Because baby, nobody is emboldened to me. Nobody is chained to me. Nobody has to do anything because it, but I'll question something. If it concerns me, I'm gonna question it. And if it's something that I want clarity about, I will question it. But I don't like when people and Tony knows this, I don't like when people uh add add 20 to 10. Didn't really like the fact that it was stated that 5 times I'd asked about that Phoebe thing. I did not. Asked once over on Shakim's thing on his community wall, and then I asked in the chat again because now that he's here, maybe he can, he can elaborate on that, and he did. And then I was told that he said she was in another group chat. Okay, that's for another story. Hopefully that group chat won't be exposed either. Because I guess what I would like to ask Shakim is why now? Why now? That's part T Danielle. I like you too. But why now? Why now was that group chat? Hmm? Like why yesterday? And a lot of people are saying that it felt like deflection. And I'm here to tell you, it felt like a whole lot of deflection. It did. It did. Huh? Benz, were you here when I told you that I actually had somebody who was actually at the courthouse who called me from there? I didn't actually know until the night before that she was going. And she just, she took it upon herself and she went to the courthouse. So she actually saw Lemon. And that's how I found out that Shaquem wasn't there. And I was like, you sure? That's a question I kept asking her, like, are you sure he's not there? She was like, nope. She had been all around. She didn't. She said Lemon was there though. Yeah, something about yesterday don't sit right with me. It don't. Something very odd is going on here. And sometimes when I see heightened emotions and things like that, I question things. I question things, Jill. You can't give things past your good girl Brenda, cause baby, what? Now if I see like they tell you in New York City, Jill, if you see something, say something. And when Brenda sees something, she says something. And I was being good morning, Heavy Beer. Yeah, I had a friend who was there. Because when I spoke to her, I was like, yeah, I don't think so. I think he said that he had the judge move the date. He spoke to his attorney. So she sent me, I had a picture of the actual docket. So I knew that he had court. I think there was a lot of projection and bullshit going on yesterday, Malik. Because I want to know when Brianna went live and I was told about it, we had a non climatic moment, right? My friend is at the courthouse telling me that she sees Lemon, but Shakim is not there. I said, oh, okay. She sent me a picture of the docket to show me that his name was on there, which I would never put out because I'm not going to dox Lemon's name, okay? And she gave me a full visual of seeing Lemon. He's not fat, y'all. I don't know why she said y'all saying that he's fat. She said he's a tall, thin gentleman, okay? And y'all know I have a problem with Lemon. I just didn't like something he did. Um, and then she said, I've been in the bathroom, I've been in the front, I've been in the courtroom. She said he's not here. And I thought that was weird because I was like, maybe he's late. She was like, well, facts, Tony. Early in the morning. Tony knew about it too. I just had to get permission to make sure, I could tell because, I don't be doing that cross talking. Joan, something is off. All right. So when she told me that, because this same person that also just sent me, because I wasn't really like in the thick of it. Like I figured I would come live, come to YouTube eventually, and I would see Shakim probably at the courthouse. And so she sent me that Shakim was up doing a concert in the morning, and I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Lord, look at Shakim." But I figured he would immediately get off right from doing his concert, and then he would go and he would go down to the courthouse. Never happened. And then he said he couldn't go live. Good morning, Pisces. Good morning, Queen Pisces. Good morning. Yep, we sipped and mind our entire business because I knew exactly what was happening in real time. hmm We knew exactly what was happening, but I wasn't coming live or spreading that information. First of all, I wasn't going to put Lemon's personal business out there, but Malik, we knew exactly what was happening in real time. hmm Oh, Lord, TT Danielle. So, post that, next thing you know, Bree is going live with breaking news. So now we got a defunct group chat from months ago that apparently Exposed TV, who is I thought a friend to I don't know. Let me stop saying that because I am not trying to piss people off because I don't want to make what would be a problem to me a problem to somebody else. We have a group chat that drops that shows there was a team of people apparently trying to take down Lemon and Audio's channels. Here's where that confuses me. Months ago, Ness and Audio didn't even fall out. So was the name of that group chat later changed? Do you understand what I'm saying? Audio and Ness's falling out was recent. I don't know. When I'm telling you, this is why I question stuff because these things are not making sense. It's not adding up to me. What? What's happening? So we know about the debacle with Shakim trying to take down Limit's channel. I mean, that's not news to me. That's not news to us. But the group chat is news to us. Okay? But also in light of the situation where we were waiting on the climatic into a court situation, we now have insert here group chat. Yeah, I just wasn't in a mood for it yesterday. That ticked me off a little bit. I have to tell y'all. It really ticked me off. Because I'm like, can we finish with what happened at court? Because what happened? Did somebody tell Shakim to not go to the courthouse? Then he was having a situation with going live. I don't know. I feel like he could have went live with anybody's channel, but I just think he didn't want to go to the courthouse. And here's another thing, okay? Because I'm not saying that Shakim shouldn't or should or shouldn't have. Okay? You that he should have shouldn't have. But here's one thing that my friend did tell me. She said that if Shakim comes down to this courthouse, he better be on his P's and Q's because she said there are so many sheriffs that are at that courthouse. No kind of shenanigans would have been happening. Do you understand me? She said there were sheriffs inside and there were sheriffs outside. So if there would have even been the semblance of some type of discord, it would have been some cuffs. Okay? So I already knew that was not happening. Yeah, because there were boots on the ground at that courthouse. Yeah. So I don't really know what the actual intention was supposed to be. and maybe we missed it. Maybe there's it. Maybe something else is going on. I don't know, and I don't, you know. But let me tell you something. I didn't have a lot to say because I want to go get my. No, but here's what I'm saying. So here's the thing, Malik, and I'm not trying to be funny. The the cutbacks, the systems, the way that the sheriffs are allotted at certain courthouse are different than others, right? I've seen a man escape just recently, leave a whole courthouse and escape out of a back door. Honey, broke the door and left, okay? So what I'm saying is the setup of certain courthouses are a little different than others. But this particular courthouse, now my person told me the day before, she was like, I'm telling you, this particular courthouse, um, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Queen Pisces. Yeah, well, Jill, that's why this is the non-climatic moment that I'm talking about. Exactly, Queen Pisces, and that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? A whole man escaped. Lord ADS. So here's what happened. He found out that he had a warrant when he was in there, and because the bailiff had walked out to attend to other business, he ran out and was able to get out of the back of the building. Now you tell me, are all courthouses created equal? They are not. Malik, they're not, and that's why I brought that up. But apparently, at this Sacramento County Courthouse, those sheriffs was out in grand splendor. Okay, he was supposed to go to his apartment. He had them folks believing every word. I don't understand it. And Shakim has been over here many times, and we've talked about what the makeup of this trip was. And maybe, like I said before, maybe this was some kind of psychological warfare of sorts. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't understand. Lord ADS, when I'm telling you that man got out of there. I don't know if he eventually got caught because when I went to the end of the video, honey, that man, his shoulder is definitely dislocated, Lord ADS. Definitely dislocated. The real question is why are people shocked? Scamming is his modus operandi. Ooh, buddy. Mm. Yeah, well, Ben, did anyone see I, Queen Pisces? So you're a little late, but my friend was there. She saw Lemon in the building. So when people were saying, did Lemon actually go to court? I knew he was at court. I had a friend who saw him. Oh, shut up, Malik. We know that you've been to court a lot of times because you know you have a felonious past. Let me leave Malik alone. Do y'all want me to drop the link? I really don't want to. I think I'm just going to end this live, but I had to come live. I wanted to talk about those three particular things, and I also wanted to set this clown face bitch in her place again. He did. He took a picture of the court, and you know what's so crazy, T Danielle? They were saying, "How do we know he didn't just take the picture and leave?" I knew. Yeah, he came into the building. He sat down. He was there. He was absolutely there. He was. I am judging you, Malik. You're a felon. I did have the T Queen Pisces, but my lips were zipped. hmm I have a picture of the docket with his name on it from outside of the courtroom. That's how I knew that the court case wasn't postponed. Wait. Vic claims there's a bench warrant for Lemon. He didn't. There is no bench. Heavy Bear. You know, Vic Damone really irritates my soul sometimes. Okay, he was actually in court. If he had a bench warrant, they would have arrested him. He doesn't even make sense. What is he talking about? What is he, Vic? What are you talking about? Golly, good morning, Ladon. Ladon, I hope you had a good birthday, hunty. Happy birthday to all the December babies, all the Sagittarius, Capricorns. Y'all up at the end anyway. I don't. No, you Capricorns, y'all be too close to us. I don't like it. Okay. Yeah, he is full of bullshit. He is, Heavy Bear. He always knows something and don't know anything. Jill, my new job, all this PTO. Uh-oh. So you trying to, what you trying to say, T. Danielle? Shakim, I hear you on your way to ATL. Now I'm gonna tell you this, Shakim, because I said this to you. Okay, I've told you congratulations. I pray to God that you're not up here and jeopardizing your livelihood while you're out here doing shenanigans for YouTube. Either way, ciao. Thank you, baby cakes. Oh Lord. But I hope that Shakim is smarter than that. T Danielle said Vic should be focused on his teeth and ceilings, huh? And speaking of Vic, okay, that's what you need to be worried about, Sour Patch. Why you over there showing your tits to Vic Damone and not me? I'm the least of your worries, okay? Huh? Over there thinking that you can discuss me. I come in the chat. My God, I take the wind out of these bitches. Do y'all hear me? I come into the chat and I take the wind out of her. Makeup starts melting. She got to get out that old caked up powder to just set her face. Ma'am, take your attention off of me and putting it back into worrying about your pH balance, goofy. Okay? Don't you have your legs cocked up playing with your coochie for men on the spectrum? Okay? That's what you worry about. Okay? Worry about your felonious husband. That's what you worry about. Okay? And why you spend more time on here than actually entertaining him. Okay? He probably can't get it up for you. But anyway. Anywho, it's none of my business, okay? But since you're always in my business, okay? Yeah, goofy, goober. It's just a matter of time before he releases those pictures. Who, T. Danielle, Vic? And you know they got them. No, get right back in, LaDon. You stay right there. I haven't had my coffee yet either this morning. You stay right there, baby girl. But I need some too, Jill. I need extra PTO. She needs to mind the business that pays her, and it's not Brenda. Because why did your gaster get so flabbered every time I walk in the room? My goodness, honey. I knock the wind out of you, don't I? Goofy. Now he'll probably show pictures of him in Atlanta because that's probably why he scammed the money for to travel there for Christmas. But what's in Atlanta, Joan? I don't even know what's in Atlanta. Ben, she gets on my nerves. Why is she always so bothered by me? The nerve of this bitch. That's why I asked. I said, who's she talking to? I said, who's this clown face bitch talking to? All of it. I told him I would let them kiss my ass, but I don't want to make a few more psychopaths out there. You know, Ladon? No, I may not knock people over, but I do knock shit off the tables all the time in here. It's very annoying, especially because I broke a candle doing that one time. Makeup your teeth and you say I'm being calm, I'm being kind. Over there looking like a fucking clown and talking about I'm loud and wrong. I'll be as loud and intelligent and consistent in sentences and grammatical association of words as I want to be, ma'am. That's what I'll do. Sassy almost had an aneurysm over there, T. Danielle. Do you understand me? An aneurysm trying to read a sentence that Sour Patch put in her chat some days ago. Can you imagine it? Hey, Angie, baby, with your beautiful self. Good morning, honey. Good morning. Okay. I don't know what you talking about. You didn't know that? Queen Pisces, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it to you this morning. It's too early. I'm not going to put that ass out there. But please know, it's there. Yeah. Uh, Child, that's why I be telling people, I'm not going to tell y'all to kiss a thing because you like it. So I'm not going to do it. Okay. Oh, he has a show? Okay. Well, hope he enjoys it. I don't understand. I don't understand any of what happened. He might have met someone online. Who knows? Shakim lied so bad. Oh, Lord. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like after all of the the anticipation up to the day, and then we get here and then it's like nothing. I don't think for me, I think it would I wouldn't have been as slightly annoyed if good morning, Angie baby, if that group chat didn't come out. That group chat kind of pissed me off, y'all. I can't lie to you. It kind of annoyed me. Like what? Now what is happening? What is this? Now here's what I thought. I thought that that group chat actually had something to do with um Bree's live being struck the other day. Come to find out, it had nothing to do with it. So I was like, I'm confused here. I didn't, Pisces, that's what I'm, Queen Pisces. I don't fucking understand the correlation. And here's why people get pissed at me. Because I'm going to come with it from a perspective of what look are we supposed to do with this? Was it supposed to make Ness look bad? I don't understand it. I don't get where we at. Can we get past the court thing? And it's like, I don't know. It was like the dog pile is like, okay, we got the court and now we got this and now Honey Love's out there now, exposed TV's out there now. And again, I'm gonna throw it out there. Phoebe's name is being thrown out there. Okay, Ox City, good morning, baby cakes. Even though she wasn't in the group chat, but once you throw a name out there, honey, you can't pull it back in because what was her name set for? And so these are these are the things yesterday that sat in my mind, in my intellect. My mind said, back up, Brenda. Something and the milk ain't clean. And that's exactly what I said on Shakim's community wall. Something in the milk ain't clean. What y'all got going on over here? But possibly there's if y'all think that I'm gonna sit around and y'all gonna be doing shit all around us, some weird, some questionable, some climatic, some exciting, and you think that this girl here, Brenda Clark, is not going to question it, then y'all gonna have to entertain somebody else, okay? Because I'm gonna always question what I don't understand. I question the Bible. Who do y'all think you are? Yeah. Some people say don't question God. I ask questions every day. Who? Yeah. Who? What? When it comes to my existence, the things that I entertain, the sectors that I'm around, my real life, and the people who are around me, if y'all think that y'all gonna do shit that is a little off the Richter and Brenda's not gonna question it, that's the day you met a fool. I'm questioning it all. Okay? Same way y'all question me. Okay? Now here's the caveat to that. Nobody has to answer a goddamn question that I ask. You don't have to answer none of it, but I'm going to question it. Because what is we doing? And sometimes I be thinking y'all be doing too much at once and y'all be getting confused at some of the stuff that y'all had out there. Here's what I will request today. I don't know what your schedule is like, Cream Roman News. Yeah, listen, T. Danielle, if you don't tell the people, I question God. What makes you think I won't question some frivolity I see that y'all doing? Sorry, y'all. That was my alarm, baby. Yeah. What makes y'all think I'm not gonna question you? My question is why are people believing Shakim was struck but still on that page? I don't know. But my thing is this Shakim has all kinds of people that could have went live for him. So I don't think that was it. I feel like there's something that I can't put my finger on. And maybe it'll come out later. Do you get it? Because I mean, he could have teamed up with anybody to go live. You get it? He didn't need his page if that was the issue. Or he could have simply recorded it on his phone and then uploaded it as a video to he could, I mean, there's so many other things that could have been done. This is why I'm like, what the hell happened yesterday? I'm just a subscriber and a supporter who literally just has questions as to what the hell is going on. Now, instead of answers to that, we got a defunct group chat. What? What is this group chat? Now, will we play around with this group chat? Because, baby, yeah, that group chat ain't looking too good. Yeah, Queen Pisces, something in the milk ain't clean, but I need y'all not to get extra emotional with me when I question some of the things that's going on, because I'm gonna always question because it didn't sit right with me. Okay, that's how I always done it. How I always do it over here. Okay, Queen, I'm clocking all the Tisha, Kim, Goop the girls, Goop the girls. He's scary now, trying to deflect on it. It's something, and here's the thing. Here's what I'm noticing. Y'all got a lot of people, and I'm talking about not just that group chat, because other things were brought to my attention. And I warned you people before, didn't I go live? And I told you, subscribers, to stay out of emails and DMs talking to content creator, oversharing and putting yourself in the middle of harm's way. Didn't I tell y'all that? A couple months ago, I went live and I said, y'all better stop doing it. And what was the reason I gave? I said, because the minute you don't agree with these content creators, your entire life is going to be on a Summer Jam screen. Didn't I say that? Do y'all remember that? So yesterday I was made privy to some information with some of y'all being some helpful ass subs. Y'all are so fucking helpful. Mind your goddamn business. Because when the chips fall, and these content creators are called out, do you know what's going to happen? They're going to out you, your family, your green drawers, the salad you ate yesterday, the $10 you asked them for in April. All of it is coming the fuck out. But y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen. But sure as I'm standing here, hopefully we'll make it out of this year without y'all lives being exposed. Some of y'all are scurrying and staying obligated to some mean ass, really vindictive content creators because y'all too scared to lessen your allegiance because you think that they're going to out you. And I feel sorry for you because I told y'all to fade to black. Y'all over there being just helpful little worker bees, just helpful little worker bees. Y'all just all over there, just in the thick of it. And I warned y'all that I'm telling you, sure as I'm standing here, that shit gonna come out in the wash, and you're gonna have your ass on Jump Street. Yeah, they're gonna put you out there. Some of y'all so scared to go against some of these content creators. That's why y'all can't stand in the paint when y'all disagree with something that they do because y'all been behind the scenes, being just extra. Why? I told y'all. I told y'all this shit ain't gonna end well, and I see it. I see it coming. I see it coming. Y'all sit and watch content creators, right, destroy other people, right, in real time. And y'all be in the back helping them. Do you ever feel like one day that could be you? No, because you think you're different. You ain't different, baby. You're not different. You will be dealt the same hand the minute that they get in their feelings and their emotions, and they're going to do the same thing to you, and they're going to drag you down through there. Because some of these content creators be wrong as a bitch, and y'all be supporting their antics and some of their really toxic behaviors. Okay, but just know that I said it. This is the second time I'm trying to warn y'all. It's probably too late for some of y'all to back out because they know where your kids go to school. They know where you live. They know about your 401ks because you needed to ask everybody for information and nothing is privy. And y'all done gave every. You'll know them by their works. Good morning, Tannis, baby. Queen Pisces, mark my words. Y'all gonna come back to the live and be like Brenda told them. Some of them too deep in, Queen Pisces. Now, have y'all ever seen me come to this live and put somebody's life on display? No, right? But y'all keep going and giving them. Well, I needed to know this information about from my family. Stop. Why y'all don't know people outside that y'all can go and ask information? Hmm? Y'all know nobody? I come monthly and give y'all financial information. But Y'all better stop giving. You can ask people for advice, but stop sending these people the information on your kids, their grades, their your financial stuff. Y'all just be giving these people just the whole kit and caboodle to just end you. And I feel bad because I see it's coming to a it ain't coming to a good end. Yeah, y'all talk too privately to some of these people and listen, good luck. But I said what I said this morning, honey. I don't really have anything else to say. But I will tell you what's happening, y'all. January 24th, 2026, we're doing the thing, baby. Okay. The third round is here. We're having our third annual high heel competition at 7:30 p.m. with none other than the illustrious DJ Buddy Lee on the ones and twos, baby. And baby, when I tell you the list is growing, the girls are putting their hats in the ring. And don't be shy. Please, Ox City, go ahead and red ball it back, baby. Let me tell you something. I have a list of contestants. I just had another one confirmed the other day. Somebody I'm looking so forward to being in the competition. Okay. If you are interested in knowing the three categories, go ahead over there to my community wall. There'll be posts throughout the rest of this month, all through to January. And in January, I will go live and start breaking down and talking about the rules for the competition. Listen, if you ever wanted to be in a competition where you didn't have to show your face, this is one. We will only be requiring that you cam up from the waist down. So we want to see that butt, those hips, those legs, those thighs, those gams, and those pretty feet of yours. You understand me? We got three categories. It is the boo shoe, okay? We we have the business shoe, and we have the child. I forgot my own categories. Good morning, Raislyn. Um, child, what's my categories? Hold on, goddamn it. And the ego shoe. I'm sorry. Hey, hey, SCL Libra. Good morning, honey. Yeah, these are the three categories. And we coming at you. I will be introducing the judges at the top of January. Just hold out, baby. When I'm telling you, we're gonna have so much goddamn fun over here on the 24th of January at 7:30 p.m. 2026. We have something to look forward to. I'll be announcing the prize pot somewhere in the middle of January. But I'm telling you. If you ever thought you came to a high heel competition and you thought we showed out this year, wait till next year, baby. Wait till next year. We getting ready to show all the way out. I promise you, okay? We got new things. We got surprise. Y'all know Brenda always got something up her sleeve. So I've been working hard, okay? But this Sunday, if you guys are around, I will share it out. I will be over at Ronnie IQ's wreath decorating competition. This will be my second time. Yeah, Libra, baby. Are you gonna join this year? I want you to so bad. Oh, we're gonna have a good time, Libra. Libra, no, she was in the competition over there with her legs and candles and rose petals and y'all, we had such a good time. Okay, I'm so excited. I tried to tag you, but I can't tag your name, Libra. I'm so excited my baby's gonna be in it. Yay, yes, 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 honey. And I know she's not coming to play next year. I feel it in my soul. She's not coming to play with you hoes. Let me stop. But listen, we're gonna have a good time, y'all. It's gonna be popping, and my girls are gonna be there. So we will talk more in January because I don't want to I don't want it to be too much. But come January, we're going to leave her. I know you're not you're not coming to play with these hoes, okay? Because she didn't play with us this year, okay, honey? Anyway, so listen, y'all. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. And Brenda has a way of saying it. It ain't no we ain't no problems. We don't have no problems. I have questions sometimes. I may not always get answers. But when I see a thing, I'm gonna say a thing. It is the New York City way, okay? All right, that's how bombs blow up in train stations. When you see something and be like, I don't really know about that. But I feel like whatever y'all are doing right now in this beef sector and adjacent, okay, y'all going back to the drawing board to dot your I's and cross your T's because it's looking real sketchy out here. I don't know these teams that y'all have collaborated with to get y'all stories straight, to figure out what's the next step, but y'all in teams. Y'all have grouped up. Y'all have formed connections to do whatever y'all going to do. But there's a few of us out here who is watching some of y'all moves and we ain't going. Now, before I leave here, I will say this. I was over in the clouds at Candy Ages. Libra, I don't know if you're still in here. Baby, I don't know what is going on with Candy Asia and that Brandon debacle, but I'm going to tell you this. I am concerned about Candy Asia's mental health. Baby, I listened to that live, Libra, and baby, into the thick of it, into the thick of it. What is going on over there? Candy Asia popped her lips about 259 times during that live, okay? That girl is, I don't know how to basically state like how I feel. She would probably say that she is in good mental health. Tanner's baby, it's a lot to catch up on. And I think her live is up because you know Candy Asia used to do those lives and then leave. Now Texas 713, who really gets on my nerves, she has lost it. And I'm sorry, Candy Asia, that you're offended because you might think that you're doing well. Honey, she said she's over there making $30 an hour and that she's still over there calling what she calling Brandon Papa or Daddy. I don't y'all be giving me the creeps with some of these names y'all be having for these men. But she was over there talking about she's not leaving that state. She likes it out there in Portland. You know, 713 was making some very valid points. He was asking her, hey, Zilla's wife, baby. Not yikes. Honey, she is I really am, and I'm not trying to be funny, and I don't want Asia to be insulted, but at this point, I can't tell people how to take my words. I am really concerned about the quality of her mental health. Because, baby, what is going on? What the hell what is going on? So, Brandon's wife came live and basically said, "You're done. You're done here." And she's over there still claiming him as her man, saying that she don't care nothing. And Callie, Callie, did y'all confuse me? And this is why I'm saying that I can't. This is why y'all don't see me around all the time because the brainwave activity that you have to dumb down to be in these chats, I can't do it. Kelly, you was running around here calling Brandon all type of yags and gay and boy butt, all this kind of stuff. And I look up in Brandon's live, and guess who's sitting on the panel? Kelly, is that you? I don't understand it. And yes, you can go wherever you want. You can do whatever you want to. But can y'all take us through there? Can y'all walk us slowly? Like, can you take me by the hand? Because I don't understand how you was going live just to drag this man being a yag, and then here she goes back on his panel. Then to add insult to injury, I look in Asia's live, and guess who's sitting on the panel? Asia. I'm can Callie. I be so confused, y'all. I feel like can somebody take up the banner to keep us abreast daily of who's friends with who? Because I can no longer keep up with like who is like y'all friends again. Wait, who's friends? Like so y'all I think actually on a daily basis, I feel like these girls wake up and be like, oh, I'm gonna be her friend today. I'm gonna go. She goes live and go. Cause what? How? I was over there like what? I was on the replay, so I didn't really get to see. Asia still claims Brandon after everything. She said she's not leaving Portland. She said if Brandon, so Texas 713 said that if Brandon leaves Seattle, she's like, I'm staying because I love it here. I made a home. She did say that she had two girlfriends and a guy, but she's not sleeping with the guy. Do you know what that does to somebody? And I was watching that later on in the evening. Like, I don't have the mental capacity to try to like figure out like what? What? And 713 was getting on her nerve, but he was asking some very valid questions. Because the level of confusion I think that everybody has, After the way Brandon let the mother is his wife sit on his panel and drag the dog shit out of Asia. She's still with it. That's her man. She said, "We don't know what they've been through." You absolutely right, my girl. We don't know what the hell you've been through. Because at this point, what? I don't know. I can't imagine. He asked her about the 20K. She didn't want to really talk about the 20K, but she said she make $30 an hour. Well, good for you. I don't I don't understand none of it. I gotta tell y'all. But to each his own. One thing I'm gonna tell you about being in these sectors is that in order to make it, in order to make it as a content creator, there's a certain level of your identity that you have to flush down the toilet. You got to degrade yourself. Good morning, P honey. You got to be able to have certain levels of degradation. You got to allow yourself to be humiliated, all this kind of stuff. You put yourself out there in a way in order to succeed. Now you can be a content creator, but there's not going to be a lot of success in these sectors unless you allow yourself to be scrubbed and dragged through Skid Row. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, because self-esteem, they don't work well with that. They don't work well with that in these sectors, honey. Because baby, the stuff that I'm seeing, like I don't get it. I was very confused over there listening to her live, and the reason why I'm saying this is that when, if y'all remember, when Asia first came into the sector, she was cosplaying as another person, right? She had created a whole new identity on her IG page. She kind of stole this lady's identity. She was very soft spoken, right? Fast forward to like 2 years later, Asia is so high sprung. It's so hard to get through her lives. I can't even lie to you. Listening to her live, that erratic behavior and her yelling, well, she was kind of cosplaying as another person. Libra, it's, oh my God, my head be hurting. And popping her mouth. Asia, are you, I'm serious. Like, I'm questioning, like, are you okay, honey? Like, are you okay? Because like she was never like this. Asia used to be very soft spoken and very quiet. But I think at that time she didn't really want people to recognize her voice. But fast forward to 2 years later, her lives are so erratic. Like you gotta really like you gotta be in the mood to listen. And then she starts the Libra, she starts the live. It's a 20-minute concert at the beginning. Baby, it pisses me off. You understand me? I get pissed off. I'm pissed off. Cause baby, please stop playing all this damn music. We're sick of it. Let me see how many memes I got today. Okay, good. I think I found the love of my life right now. Mm. Anyway, no, you did not. Ciao. I'm sorry, I was looking at something. Anyway, y'all, I said what I wanted to say for this morning. I thought I was probably gonna have a more relaxed live that I would come live later and talk about. But this hour and 20 minutes is all I got. Y'all be on the lookout. There's some more things that are coming out. I Libra, I can't. That live yesterday was the day before. I watched it yesterday, but I can't. I tried, but she's not going to do any interview until she's absolutely done with him, and she's nowhere near done. She's still very in love with that man, which nothing wrong with that. If she likes it, I love it. It's just that man had his whole wife come and sit on the panel, sit, take over his live, and drag you. And then on top of that, that man threatened to unalive you if you came to his dwelling place. Unalive her, Libra. Have a great day too, baby. Hope you have an amazing one. Yeah, I haven't had my coffee this morning. Okay, but it'll be time. hmm I hope you all have an amazing day. I appreciate each and every one of you. You red balling? Yes, please do, Tannis. Tannis, I spoke about the court case. I spoke about what happened in Sassy's live this morning. And y'all, please know, Brenda's, you know, just there's no smoke between me and Sassy, but I just wanted a place to speak my piece without a raving clown from the Soul Circus, okay? Bothering my every word, okay? And she's probably in the clouds watching me because she watches everything I'm doing, okay? Anyway, I think I'm gonna have to block her because and suffocate her ear. She'll be somewhere waiting, thirsting at the. There are a few of y'all who do that weird shit, okay? Maybe y'all can't wait. Let it be a flyer, me in a chat, anywhere Brenda Clark is. Here y'all come. And they screenshot me every time and send me what y'all saying. Libra, these bitches just be so like, what are you so bothered about me saying something or existing? God damn. Y'all literally be beefing with yourself because I am not going back and forth with some of you raggedy bitches. My existence just irritates y'all ass. Huh? Jesus. It is Tannis. I gotta tell you about something that happened yesterday, Tannis, because you don't even know about why do y'all have to be so uber weird when it comes to me? Huh? Why do I make y'all so bad? Probably because y'all blocked and you can't come over here. I might unblock y'all for the high heel competition so y'all can come over here. Y'all literally be doing shit to me and that's why you get blocked. Because I am not out here literally starting with you people. Like, what is wrong with you? Anyway, here's a word, a note to people. If you're out there, I want to just throw this out to y'all. Makeup expires. Okay? Write that across your dashboards, across your foreheads, in your mirrors. Update your makeup. Go to the MAC counter. Okay? Don't go to the store where they make clown makeup and purchase makeup for yourself. Unless you're a clown. And a lot of you bitches are clowns. So makeup expires, whore. Okay? And they started making better wine coolers than Mike's Hard Lemonade. Okay? Mascara has 3 months. Right. Meanwhile, there's a bitch on here staring into the screen looking cockeyed with 8-month-old mascara on, Tannis. Anyway, let me stop. Let me leave. Let me take my foot off this bitch's neck. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna leave her alone. Bitch, you keep bothering me. And then when I shoot back, you know what I mean? Leave me the fuck alone. Weird hoe. But she has time. You understand me? She has time to do all of this. Because what else does she have to do? She's probably out there looking for her next victim. You know what I mean? She's probably putting those saggy boobs into a push-up bra and looking for somebody who may be slightly off the scale to see if she can show her coochie. It's probably been a while since she's unearthed that coochie. Anyway, on that note, I hope you guys have an amazing day. 1 hour and 25 minutes on the clock. Thank you for visiting Paradise Island, where anything can happen. And it does. Later.
Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island, please be polite. I know you heard about it, like, share, subscribe. Real adult conversations, always a vibe. Please don't act a fool, Brenda will get you right. Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island. Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island. Baby, welcome to the island, please know you heard about it. Like, share, subscribe, real adult conversations, always a vibe. Please don't act a fool, Brenda will get you right. Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island. Baby, welcome to the island. Welcome to the island.